Hello guys, I've got some new motors. These are those little tiny little N20s. N20 being the motor is actually 20 millimeters long, so that's the length of the motor in theory. Oh, actually, these are more like N15s actually than 20. Oh well, maybe I got that wrong. I don't know. Anyways, small ones. I've marked them up so I don't forget. It's 3 to 6 volt and it's 50 RPM on the output. Yeah, so what they're going to do is they're going to replace these two motors. So what I need to do is draw them so that I can design a new mount to go in here. I think what I'll do is, because these have a shaft with a flat on, like so. There we go, you can see it's got a flat with a, that's 3mm shaft and flat is 0.5 mm. What I might do is I might make some out of a hardboard to go onto these motors. Now because it's quite a long shaft, we've got enough room for the for 3 pieces. I think we've got yeah, we've got sort of like 10mm there, so 9mm will do for 3 threes. So I might as well make them out of the hardboard, and that way I don't have to sort of remold the teeth and everything. The other thing what I've found is with when I'm going to redraw them, the teeth, that is, I might just extend them a bit, because what I've found was, if I get I'll move this out of the way now. We only need these. These are what we're going to draw. I'm going to draw them too. But I thought I'd just mention the teeth on the belt. If I actually measure them, they aren't actually 2mm apart. I think if I line that up with that there, it starts off sort of thing, but then it sort of grows, it gets bigger and bigger. And I think what I might do is count maybe 100 of them. No, I'll just count 50 of them. I'll count 50 of them and measure them up to, it should be 100, but it doesn't actually. Well, it does there. Starts. Right, we'll start with one whole tooth. And we should end with one whole tooth, but well, no, we should end up with a space, and we don't. So I'm going to check the length of them as well, and I think I might alter the teeth on my wheels to suit whatever this is. It might have stretched or something. I don't know. Anyways. First thing to do with these, though, I've got these, and we've got, you know, I think someone should have looked at what was going to get plugged in, and the colour sequence that we've got in here. So basically, it's a standard colour sequence. Well, normally I would have gone with black, red, but anyways, it goes red, black, yellow, green, blue, and white. So you'd think when they made these that they'd put the VCC and ground at one end. No, of course they didn't. No, what they've done is better to show you on a picture. What they've done, oh, that doesn't show it right. So what they've done is that here we go. This is what they've done. They've got the motors at each end, obviously. They've made it simple for doing the traces on on the PCB. So you've got your motor, one motor negative or positive at one end, and one motor negative or positive negative and positive at the other end. So and the ground there, the two encoders are in the middle, and the VCC is there. And so the colours, this colour setup is shit for that. I'm going to make a mistake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rearrange the colours. I'm going to put ground as black. I'm going to put VCC as red. I'll put the encoders as white and yellow, and I'll put the motors as green and blue. And that way I've got less chance, may I say it again, I've got less chance of making mistakes. So let's do that first. Let's see if we can get one of these apart and reorganize it. So I'll see if I can zoom in for this. Go to 2 times. Yeah, that looks alright, doesn't it? I can bring it down, see if we can get even closer still. I've got it slid up at the moment, there. Right, that's sort of focused. So to get them out, these are my favourite tweezers again. These are the tweezers that do everything. The ends are practically case hardened with all the bending and tweezing I've done. At least they're stainless steel. So this is the side. So are we focused? Check. Yeah, sort of close enough. So yeah, they're pushed in and they're clipped under there. There's one little tiny tag under these. Basically what we've just got to do is slightly lift that tag there and give the cable a pull. Out it comes, they're coming out. Well, that one came out here. See if we can do the same again. Yep. Yep. Just lift that slightly, not too much because we don't want to bend the plastic. We don't want to deform the plastic. We want the plastic to be, yeah, okay, so go and lift it so far. There we go. And might have to just swap hands so I can get it in from this side. So let's grab it down there. No, I'll cut that one. Seems to be stuck. Oh, there we go. I think I can make this. Seems a bit on the stiff side. Definitely under it. I can get it better. I don't know. I think it's just a stiff one. Ah, well, a stiff one. Let's make sure that's pushed down. Right, so what I want to do is I want to redo that. Alright, I need to check which way up it goes. So it goes that way up. And what I'm going to do is put the ground in first. So that gets me the right orientation. So yeah, if we look on the back of that, we can see the ground one. I've got the plug in the right way. I haven't pushed it right in, I've just lined it up so I can see what's what. And we can see that the clips want to be on this side, so facing us. So I'll just sort of put it somewhere close we get this bit, so that spiky bit, there's a little tiny spike. The longer bit is wants to go down, and then we've got the little spiky bit there. So that wants to go that way up. What I can do is, now I've got in the right hole, I can just push that in. And that's my black wire, and we know that's ground. That is far better than what we had before. So I'll just bring my colour chart I've decided on. Shit, lost that. Right, where are we? There we go. Right, I only need that bit. So put that there. Move my hand to about here. Right, focus, come on, focus. Don't want to focus. That too close, that. Seems to be focused. Oh, right, that might actually be too close. Let me move the camera away. Oh, my phone further away. Right, I moved it up a bit. Can it focus now? Oh, it's focusing now too. So I think. I've no idea if the other bit was a bit crap. So, yeah. So, right, I've got black there. So I want blue at the end. And so with the prong to the top, there's the blue. Then after black comes the white. Prong to the top. The white. And then we want the yellow. Oh, I've just dropped the red one on the floor. Yellow one. Like that. One moment, I need to go and pick a wire off the floor. Okay, got my red wire. So, prong to the top. One in there, and the last one is the green one. Yeah. Right, that should be a better colour code. So if I now plug that in, the colours are going to make sense to me, basically, really. That's the whole idea of this. I know red and black, well, I know black's ground, and I know red's VCC. I know my white and yellow is my data, and I know my blue and green is my motor. So let's just plug it in and check. It goes that way up. Just plug it in. Yep, that goes in there nicely. And so we can see there that we've got, yeah, like I said, blue now and green is the motor ones. Black is ground. Yellow and white is the data ones. And the red is VCC. That makes more sense to me. So I'll just unplug that because I don't need it on there at the moment. And what we need to do is copy that with the other one. Yeah, because the other one, that's a good one. That's the shit one. You see, the colours, it just didn't make any sense. So let's see if we can get these ones out. With the head. Is the yellow one in the right place? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. The yellow can stay where it is. Silly me. So, let's get the red one out. Right. green one. Blue one. Right, and let's plug that one in. Can see if this one comes out easier than the other one did. Oh, it is about this end one. It's a bit awkward. Oh no, there we go. It came out really easy. Right. Right, so we're making that the same as that. So yeah, the white one wants to go next to the yellow. So I can put that one back in. Since it's in my hand. Goes in there. Not a shot, damn. So you're still leaning forward. So the white one and the black one goes next to the white. And the blue one goes next to that. And then it's the red and green. So I'll go red. And the green. There. They make more sense now when they're plugged in. So, well, you know, I mean, they manufacture these. I mean, it must be just a standard colour sequence that they use. You'd think, you know, if they knew what they were putting them on, they would. It's obviously better in this sort of sequence. Anyways, that's them done. So that's the first thing I've done. I've marked them up and what have you. So now we want to do some measuring. What I want to do is measure this PCB and everything, and I want to draw it on to my into my model. Well, I've got some of these. I've already drawn these once before, just the plain motor. So I've already got that model. It's only this extra bit on the end that I need to draw. So let's do that, shall we? I'll just get it set up. Try and get it in. Bloody focus. Come on, focus, you twat. There we go. Yeah, so yeah, there's me thing. I've got my vernier set up already. Let me just get everything else. Right, here we are. Here's our start of my model. Like I say, I've already drawn one of these, but what we need to do is, I just need to check this shaft here is the same as the shaft we have. So what I'll do is I'll just bring this over. Like I say, I'll just bring it forward when I want to do a bit of make. So we've got that in shot. Hopefully we can focus on that. And I've got my calipers zeroed. And we'll just do, well actually I'll go this way. Do is go focus. Focusing. What I want to go is top of that brass bit there down to there. So we've got 9.2 down to there. Yeah. Let me just check that. We just get it to focus on that. So yeah. Yeah. yeah, 9.2. That'll do me. And the shaft is cut all the way down. The flat is all 9.2. So we're going to get 3 pieces on there really nicely. So that's quite cool. So let's just check my current drawing. So we'll just do a bit of measure. We'll go from that point there, and we'll go to that point there. What we got? 9.28. I think that's on piss anyway. So just check. Is it on piss? It's not too bad. It's not 9.28. We've got 0.2. I bet that chamfer's 0.8. Let's reset. Let's go from there to there. 9.23. Yeah, it'll do me. If I make the hardboard come to the point of this chamfer, so that's just stuck through a bit, things will work out right. Yeah. We just need to get this all the way down to the bottom now though, so what I'm going to do, close that. What we'll do is we'll make a body from this because this is just like a simplified model, so we need to be able to edit this. So what we're going to do, just going to activate that. Oh no, can't activate that. I'll just click on that, and what I'll do is I'll create a body. Right, so I've created a body using that as a model. We're in the right place still. Just go top. Yeah, that's the center there. And oh right, it's what I really want is that up here. So okay. So I just want to move that down 9 millimeters. I just want that. It's all the gears, it takes time for this. So that's where I want my origin to end up. Okay, so now I want to put a cut on that, so let's just make thing, so something to cut. We might as well use a circle. So actually no, cancel that. No, I want a square, don't I? And I don't know where I want it. Where do I want it? Oh, I want it at the top. So I want that. Get rid of that one. And just make that central to that line. Just make that any old thing. Yeah, let's make it 10. That'll do me, and we'll make that away from there about 10 again. Yeah, 10's fine. And then this here. Right, so oh, I got the wrong one. That one. This one wants to be about 1.5, I think. 1.5. So that'll do. And let's get that in the right place now. Yeah, it's all these. Oh, right, it's doing the right crap job. That I'll have to colour it in and all now. Never mind. Yeah. What I need is to see where that is. So I reckon that'll be up 10 mil. So using, it's attached to that plane, so we want to go up 10 mil. So that brings it to there. So actually, it must be about 9. It doesn't. Oh, I should have checked the length of this. I didn't check the length of that, did I? Because that'll mess things up. Let's have a look at that. So Yeah. So that we measured to there, didn't we? Which was our something to my, yeah, 9.2. But to there is what? Well, it's saying that hang on, there we go. That there is 9.9. Oh, right, let's 10 mil. Yeah. So so that should be 0.8. That. So let's try adding 0.8 to that then, shall we? Oh, it doesn't look too bad, that, does it? Yeah, that looks right. There's that. But like I say, it was that little bit extra. So let's go 7, 8, 7, 2. There we go, 7, 2. It'll do. So what I'm doing there is just doing some drawing, I think. What is it doing? There we go. Yeah. So, oh, actually, no. It wasn't 1.5. It's 1 mil, isn't it? Silly me. That there is 1 mil. There we go. Look, we want to chop it off there. So close that. Calculate all them things, and then what we want to do is we want to do a cut. Every time it cuts, it's got to calculate all them those gears, because I'd just like it to look right, so I'll put all them gears in, but it just takes a while for it to calculate. Every time it does a model cut and things now. But eventually I'll just turn this into a plain model, and so it won't take so long to do its edits. Yeah, come on. There it is. Right, we've got the cut going the wrong way, so we'll just reverse that. Wait again. Yeah, I'll pause. Oh no, it's done it. Right, through all. Let's just make it like that. So, yeah. Ready? Yep, okie doke, and then wait again. Yeah. Right, so what I need to do now is I need to paint it all the new colours again. That's going to be a boring task. But anyway, all I wanted to show you is that I wanted to just edit the actual motor so it is correct to what I've actually got, because it actually looked like one of the others which didn't add the shorter notch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to well, what I'll do is I'll create a simplified body by just clicking this and clicking that. And that is just going to give me a copy of that, and it's going to be a simple one, this simple one. And, well, actually, no, what I want to do is, right, so what we have, can you see that we've got like two planes there? I want to simplify it, and I want to get rid of this line here as well, to simplify. So what I'm going to do is going to delete that. What we have is this other one here. This actually goes through all the planes, and if two planes are on the same plane and what have you, it'll join them together and make them into just one plane. So we'll do that first. There, can you see that this line has gone? That's now one piece and everything, and this is just like say one piece. Actually, That looks, no, I've really messed up there because the shaft doesn't come through like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to raise that by 0.1 millimeters. Let's get rid of that again. Delete that. Go back to this body. Right, so you see this cut that we did here. What I'm going to do, because the cut was exactly on that thing, I'm going to raise that cut. Yeah, so let's just make that. Let's make that 0.8. And that way I'll get the effect that I want around this area here. Because it's going to lift it up, and basically what then I'll get rid of is just this line and that line there. There. So I've just lifted it up there so you can see that this is a shaft. It's sort of like that, isn't it? I'm rambling, but anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify this, get rid of this line here, and well, although we haven't got that line there anymore, so I'm just going to get rid of that one. It's only a click. It's click of a button, so I might as well do it. So let's do it, and it's done it. And then what I need to do is then from this one is then make a simplified body, and then what I'll do is I'll colour that in. And what I can do now, I'll delete that one. I can delete this body I made. I can delete this original, put that into there, and actually just undo that. I hate typing. Let's just copy the name, delete that one, move that into there, then just rename that what the other one was called, and back to there. So now what we need to do is if we right click, and normally we would go to appearance down here, but what I want to do is I want to set each face individual colours, so I'll go with this one here, and what we can do, actually cancel that, and I can nice shiny silver to start with. The majority of it is silver, and then there's some that is brass. So let's go to appearance, and let's make it all chrome to start with. Okay, so we've got a nice chrome body and everything, and that way I won't have to recolor them. And then what we can do is we can set all the other colors. So for like this plate, well, I'll just do say three faces, and what we can do is we can go here, set default, then change this color, and I'll make that the nice brassy color. Okay, and okay that, and then we can see that that's now a nice brassy color there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to colour the rest of what should be the brass colour, and also this back end here we want some bits of black and brass here. So I'll just do that. I'll pause it while I do that. There we go. It now looks more like what I've got now. It just got the colours on. Oh, I think I've got that the wrong colour. Let's have a look. Just make sure that. Oh, and I've missed one there as well. Okay. Oh, and there. Right, let's just get them right colour. That's the colour I made for it. Yep, that's better. Save that. So that's my new thing. Right, yeah. So yeah, they all look the same colour now. Right, so I've got that. So what we need to do now is we need to make let's start with the PCB. Yes. So we're going to what I'll do is we'll make that a separate piece, because you never know, it might go on another model or something. So let's start it as a separate item. And actually, which way around does it want to go? Let's have a look at our thing. So, right, if we look at, can you see that this has got like a notch out of it there? That middle plate is alright, but it's got a notch. And so this goes the opposite way to the notch. So let's just draw something simple like this. Got radius. Oh no, yeah, they actually follow the same shape as the motor, does the curves. So that ends the same shape as the motor, and this longer bit goes away from this notch here. So we'll get it the right way around and make it looking the same. So yeah. No clue. Have a look. Right, what I want to do is I want to draw it so I'm viewing it from the other side. So what I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to spin this around. So let's have a look at that side. No, this side. Yeah, that side. So what I'll do is we'll just spin that around there so it goes the other way. That way we will be looking on this end, and I want to move it so it's right at the end there. It's going to sit on that point. So we'll go okay. Let's have a look now, and we should be looking at the end. Yeah. Can we see that they've got the notch on there? Just line it back up. And as we said it was going the opposite away from it. So we'll do that. We'll just put some radius on there and a radius on there. Now those two radiuses will be the same as the radius of the motor. They're going to go like yeah, they're going to go here. Right, but before we do that, I want to break that, and I want to break that one. Yeah, because they're on a tangent, the others aren't. So we've got them 2 points. They're going to both be the same, and they're going to be the same radius as the motor, which I think is about 10 mil, is it? Something like that. Oh no, it's 6. That looks of it. Let's try 6 then. Yeah. And let's just put them back together again. Get rid of those 2 things and all. Together, and I think that wants to go down to about there. Just set that. That's 5. That looks good. So it's just this length here now. What that wants to be. We bring back our view. Have a look. And we get our calipers, make sure that they're zeroed. Yep. And yeah, well, we might as well go all the way across there. So we can measure that there. Alright, it says 18, does that? 18 is good enough for me, is that? 18.2, but we'll go for the 18. Yeah, so 18 minus 5. What that is, let's just put 18 minus 5. And what is it? That's 13, look. There we go, that's our PCB. Oh, I should have just measured the thickness while I was on there as well. Yeah. Let's measure the thickness of our PCB. Stay in bloody focus. Right, so yeah, 1.2. It's 1.2. Our thickness. .2. So yeah. Oh look, we haven't put them holes in there, have we? So what are we looking at there? Alright, I see. Could be just up a touch. Let's just right, I reckon we have 2 slots in there. A slot there and a slot there. Let's use a box for that. Yeah, like that. Let's make them the same as well. Finish the box off. Oh, that box. Yeah, and then let's just get that all central. Both directions. And we can just move one of them into place, like so. What sort of dimension have we got there? 7.2. Let's have 7.2. And that one there is 1.5, 1.5. Right. And we just want to give this a bit of a radius of, I don't know, what we got there, 0.4, that'll do it. And like I say, this wants to be a hole for the thing to come through. Let's go with that there. What is that? 2.5. Yeah, that'll do me. Oh, hang on, we're not. I didn't hit the centre there. Let's get that in centre. There we go, that looks better. Let's close that and have a look at that. There, that looks more like it, doesn't it? Now the thing is, oh, that's the other difference is with this one. You see, the oh damn, I should have realised this before, and I should have put that spindle in. It doesn't matter. I'm going to just leave that as it is, and I'll draw a spindle in there. You're not going to see it because it's going to be covered with the encoder magnet. So yeah, okay, right, yeah, it'll be close enough. I just want it to be so that when I fit it into my model, that it's going to be the right thing. So yeah, what we'll do next is we'll add a spindle. Yeah, add a spindle. Right, so we'll leave that. Well, I'll just rename this stuff. So this is PCB. Name that as well. PCB, and then just put an underscore at the end so we can use the same name. And we'll leave that as it is. So save that. I'll colour the PCB in a minute. What is it? It's white, isn't it? Yeah. So well, let's make it white. Shall press the wrong. So appearance. Yeah. Is it glossy? Is this a glossy, isn't it? It's we could call it plastic. Got any plastic? Make it white. Well, white looks pretty shit, so we'll make it an off-white. Let's give it this colour there. That colour. It's an off-white. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't too bad, does it? Doesn't too bad. I mean, what we could do also, because it's, I could be, oh, actually, if I made it an actual simple model, I could actually, we can't make separate colours. Although I don't know with this one. Does it allow me? Because I'm not sure. No. What does custom appearance do? No, can't forget that. Forget that. I'm just talking out my ass again. Right, okie doke. So yeah, got that bit. I'm just going to have some dinner now. So be back soon. Okay, I just added the connector. A good place for getting connectors. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. It's pretty close enough. I mean, what we'll do is I'll just check this distance across here. If I go from there to here, what we got there, 4.9, about 5 mil. Let's just have a look at that and see if it measures about 5 mil, shall we? Oh, sorry about that. Made a noise. I lost my mic. Let me just mute. Yeah, just caught my mic and pulled it off. Right. So let's see if we can get that into focus. Come on. Focus. Yeah. There we go. Right, just check we're still on 0 and just measure that. We want it to be about 5 millimeters. Yeah, it's close enough, 5 mil that. Right, so we'll allow that. It's not exactly the same as that one. You can see, let's go that way. It's close enough. It's just a model. And at least it is through hole. Right, so what I want is, let's get this, measure this magnet, shall we? So, oh, there we go. So the magnet is, well, it's 9 mil diameter. Right, hang on. You know what? I am forgetting about this. Yeah, my memory pad. So diameter is 9 millimeters. And what's our height? I think we could call that. Let me get a closer look. Well, let's call it 3.5. I'm going to measure to the top anyway. 3.5. So pitch 3.5, and to the top from the top of the no, let's go from the bottom of the PCB. It's a lot easier like that. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's supposed to be about 6. So 6 to top. I know what that means. And how far out does the thing stick? Yeah, about 0.2. About 0.2. And I think the spindle size is 1 mil, I think. Yeah. Yeah, it's 1 mil. Right, so I've got some notes. Okay, them notes there, I can see them. Right, so let's close that. Let's put a spindle in there. Oh, that's the PCB. The motor. Yeah, let's put the motor in there. Let's give that a body and pad plane to work off. Right, prefer to work off that plane. Do is work on the center line. Let's give that a radius. Getting it. See when. There we go. Although it didn't need one. Radius there. So we'll stick this there. Make that. Get rid of that crap. We'll make this 0.5. And it failed because I need to make this small. If it's going to be 0.5, I'll make this 2, 0.2, 0.2. Then I can make this 0.5. And then what we said from the underside, we said that the top was 6 mil, so it'd be 6.2 from there to here. Let's just center. Right, so let's just stick that, say, 20. We go to there. What I can do is that, which is 4 plus 6.2. That gives us our height. So, oh, it's that radius there. Get rid of the crap. That radius there, make that same as this one. I didn't need. Anyways, right, so let's just rotate that. That's our spindle this end. And we'll just make that. Let's call it spindle. I forgot to put spindle. Right, it's just a naming convention I use, putting an underscore at the end there. And let's just make that let's make that appearance chromey. Let's go for chromium or chrome. Okay, so that looks like chrome. Save where we're at. Right, so now I need to put on there let's make this a separate item again, because it sort of is. We'll go with a separate item, and it's a rule of thumb, I always go start with a base basically, and I rotate it if needed. So let's go with a base. Let's have a look. We're working around the center. We've got, oh no, hang about, oh no. What I'm going to do here, no, I'm going to do it a different way. Right, let's get go for this. So we'll go for that one. There we go. And that way I can, I'll use that as the top. So we'll go like that, and we'll put some radius. Could have made a box with radius, but I don't like to build it. So what I'm going to do is go. Could have deleted this first, but sometimes these are useful, sometimes they're not. I'll just remove them because I don't need them. And I usually make a box is like I usually give it a box together. Remove that one. We'll give this a radius, small radius of I don't know that 0.4 I think. Yeah, nice. Right, so what this is 0.5, and I said that the diameter was 9 millimeters, wasn't it? So from there to there will be 9 divided by 2, which is 4.5, and I'm making that flush with the top. And what did I say the depth was? Height is 3.5. So what we'll do is, well, I'll go this side. I'll go this side here. Make that 3.5. That'll do me. That radius looking a bit big. Let me just have a look at the thing. Yeah, it does. I'm just going to reduce that. At 0.2. There we go. And close that, and we'll just make that into a radius. Okay. I will. This is a magnet, so let's. Magnet is it's a shiny plastic again. So shiny plastic, but we don't want it black. We'll have it is a slightly off black. Black. Let's make that 50. 50. Close that. And then, because that's a top, and I want to make that go with that front. And we'll just turn it over. Make this 1 millimeter. Down. And it was, what 6 mil from the underside. What was it? So move that to there. Let's just put 6 in there. Just drag it. What have I just? 6 millimeters. Drag it. There we go. Pink. Ping. Ping. Well, that didn't work out right. That's something wrong there. What did I say? 6 mil at top. Now I've either done that wrong or the other thing. Yeah. That's more like it. Yeah. 6mm and it should have that 0.2. So yeah, that looks okay to me, does that? That gives us thing. I'm not going to put all the resistors in there. What I might do is I might put the Hall effect sensors. They'll go in at I reckon they're about 60 degrees. Oh, they're 90. They're 90 degrees to each other, so 45. Yeah, so right, I reckon they're 45. So I think I've got some models. Now then, what? I forgot. Get what they're called. Let's have a look. So if we go to my components, electrical, and I think I put under packages. Now then, I think it might be this UA, I think. Oh, Hall effect sensor, look. There we go, open that up. Yeah. So that's what they look like. So I just need 2 of them, but I don't need them long legs. Just copy that to start with. Bring it into my sketch. And right, so if we just go and take a look at my thing, see where they are. Look there. There's a, oh, they're quite flush with the bottom of them. So, oh, well, that makes that simple, doesn't it? I would have thought they would have actually had them a bit higher up because the magnetic sensor is in the middle. So I thought they can't focus you to it. Yeah, so I would have thought they wanted to be up a little bit, raised a bit, so they're in center of the magnet is the center of the actual package. But yeah, never mind. Right, so if I pause it this time, if I pause that, it stops me phone from getting hot. Right, so I've got down. Right, so what I want to do is trim them, and I think I might put them in like a certain way. So what I'll do is I'll just put them inside there. I'll just call that sensor. I'll stick that in there, and then what I'll do is we'll make that into a, was it a body? Yeah, let's make it into a body. Let's just turn these off. No, well, no. Right, let's put that somewhere where we see. Yeah, so what I want that way around, and I want to just move it to one side. Oh, I've got this on 6. Yeah, 1mm. Yeah, I want that sort of level with flush. I want that equal with that. That's how it should be. Let's just do this by manually. So we got -25. Try 0.5. Yeah, I'd prefer that height. So I want to chop these off at that. Let's just close that, and that. So so we can just see the thingamajig. Let's add a plane on there. Just that one, and let's do a piece like that. Close that. Let's just bring that back. There's my PCB. There's my PCB. So that wants to be just like that. It's about there, I reckon. What's that? Oh, let's call it 1mm. And we'll put that in the center. Don't need to be too wide. Up there. Let's call it 10, and we'll call that, make that same as well. Oh no, that wants to be as long as this piece, doesn't it? I want to cut all of it off. So 15 we'll do there. Close that. What have we got there? Got it on the back. So let's just cut it. It's good to me. That looks good, and what we'll do is we'll make a clean one of them, and we'll just make that into a simple one. That, and I'll copy that, delete that, delete that, delete that, stick that in there, and we'll rename that, and we will, oh, let's make it chrome first. Appearance. Yeah, chrome for the, there's lots of faces down here, can't be selecting all of them, so what we'll do is we'll go for chrome, and then we will then set the others to black. So this is how I did the other thing before, so there's not many faces on here, so it's not going to take me long. So that, and all the way over, and that one. So we go to that, hit default, and then we just go with black. But like I say, you never make anything totally black because you'll never see it. You'll never see any lines. So we'll just go back 50. Okay, close. And it gives it that sort of black, but it's a greyish look, and then you can see the actual lines here that make it defined better. So yeah, okay, that, so that sensor, we'll just put all that back to 0 there, because what I want is 2 of these. So what I'll do is I will move that up to about there, move that one back down to there. I find this is the easiest way. We'll make that invisible, bring these others back, and that sensor will do a link to that sensor. So create a link. So I've created one down here, but I want to multiply it, so I'm going to make it into 2. So put a 2 there. So now if we expand it, we've got 2. But for some reason they like to stick this on offset by each one off by a millimetre, so I'm just going to put them all in the same place. Because I hit them offsetting it. So right, so we'll position this one in the right place now. So we'll transform that. Let's have a look at the front. Turn that around. Bring that up to there. Just do, what did I put in there? 0.5 did I think that was it, wasn't it? Right, so if we look at the top now, and we just move this into a reasonable position of there. Actually, no. Right, so first of all, before we do that, actually, how far is that? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So, sounds about right. So what we want to do is we want to make them both, put them both there. So what you select the one that's in the right place, and then hold Control and hold the next one. So whatever you modify down there, so this is all the dimensions of the first one that we selected, and that's in the right place. So if you modify these, it will modify both of them. So if I go up one and then back down one, it's modified them both to the exact same dimensions, and they're both in the same place. So now we want to select one, and we want to transform it, but I want to rotate it 45 degrees. So we'll just do 45 degrees first, And I'm going to go 6mm with this again, and I'll have sold it out at 6mm. Then what we'll do is we'll select the other one, and then we'll rotate that 45 degrees like that and move it out 6mm. And there's that one. And that should look, if that was maybe a bit, no, I think the 6mm was right, spot on I think. So if we look at my thing there, so can we focus? Stay on it focused. There, you can see the edge is just over the edge there. So if I just move that to the side there, you can see it's just over the edge. So that looks alright to me, does that? So I reckon that is pretty there. Yeah, so I reckon, let's pause that again. Let my phone cool down. And what we can do is we can sort of look at that. The shame about these pins, the other pins are going straight down, but forget that, I'm not going to bother with that. That just gives us a good enough representation of the motors with the motors with the encoders on. So we can use this in my model now. And I just want to clean it up. So these are all our workings, but in my model I don't want the all the complicated stuff like this shortcut and everything. What I want to do is just make one of these with encoder. I just want to use simple models inside here. So what I'm going to do, right, that spindle there is a made up piece and is there. So what I'm going to do there is just join them two together. Like I say, it's got all these gears to draw, so it's redrawing all them as one piece. So it's one piece now there. Is it stayed the right colour? Yeah, that's good. And so let's see if it stays the right colour. Make a simple one of that. Right, so that there, that one there. So let's just delete that again, put it back to normal. That's okay. That if I make that invisible, that should just leave the one we've created here. So let's just copy that name and paste it. Well, it doesn't really matter that because I'm going to make it all into one anyway. I'm going to make it all into one. So what we've got is our PCB, which is these two pieces. I'm going to join them two together, fuse them. Actually, what I should have done was should have put them sensors in there. Actually. Anyways, so I've joined that. Let's just make a simple one of that. Let's put it down here. So what I need to do is delete this, put them back to normal, and that one there, see that we've got it's in this position here. So this fusion here, it wants to be in the same position as that. So we select that. That gives us our position information. Hold Control and select that. Just alter one, and it alters them both, and they're both in the same place. So I can turn this one off. Right now, if I fuse this together, the thing is, it's going to put it back down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another one. Yeah, create another one. Right, so that's created another one. That's created that. So I can delete that one. And this one's always going to stay where it is. I can join these two together now if I want. So what we'll do is we'll do the two sensors. So the thing is, I can I'll just copy that, right, and paste it and paste it. Is that a shortcut? No, that's them two there. So you see they've ended up down there. So what we need to do is to put these two where these two links are. So I'll do that one, and I'll just alter position. So we'll just go up one, down one, and this one wants to be the position of that one, so that one goes up one, down one. So that's got them in position. Our magnet, right, I just want to create a basic one there. That magnet wants to go in that position. So we'll just make it in that position there. And I can turn that one off as well. So I've only got these here now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fuse all these together. Fingers crossed it doesn't just go grey. And they stay in the right place. Oh, yep, they've stayed in the right place. And so we've got our fused pieces. So now what I want to do is to make a simplified version of this. So select that and make a simplified version. And we've got a simplified version. I've turned this one off just to check that we've created a simplified version. There we go. So I can delete that. That's my simplified one. So I can delete all these. And we've just got the one goes in there. Get that name. Make that the same name. It was a bit of a weird way around of doing it, but the thing is I just want it as a simple simplified model. I've done lots of work to do it, so just if I ever share it, export it, I will just export it as a simplified STL, and if anybody wants to modify it, they're going to have to cut it up and make it all into separate pieces again. Which a lot of people will just copy and paste and keep. Give you no credit. I'll just do that. So that's my piece now. So that there, I copy that. So I copy everything there, and we go to my model, my robot. Just minimize all this lot a bit. So I'll just put that in there. And these are pretty much symmetrical, these, so I'm going to leave. I'm not, see these ones here, right, I don't know if you can see this, but they're not symmetrical. You see that that's offset to the clockwise. If I was to sort of just make it opposite hand, it would have made the other one anti-clockwise, but they're both clockwise and these pins are offset the same way. But this model here, let's just move it some. Where's my motors? Right, yeah, go for that. There's my motor. There's one of them. Right, let's just put that there. Change that. Right, if I put my motor there, you can see that this is symmetrical to plane. So when if I do a mirror image of this, it won't matter, because a mirror image will be the same no matter what, because it is totally symmetrical about the plane. So I'm not worried about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove these. So I'm going to remove them. I've just made them invisible for now. Don't delete it until you're happy. Right, so put that into my piece, and what we'll do is I'll move that to where I want it. So that is going to go. Oh, I've got 6 mil. Let's put it on 1 mil. Let's see how that does. So that there, oh look at that, that's flush with that there. See? Yeah, that's flush. So that's flush, and so what I want is 3 mil further on. So let's make that 3 and just move that 3mm that way. That way we can get a 3mm guide on this side and a guide on that side. And let's have a look and see where it is on the vertical side. I think I'll make, you know what, I think I will put it in exactly the same place. And I'll make the wheel exactly the same. It makes things so much easier. And yes, I'm going to put it there like that. So what I need to do is to just modify these supports to what are we on? 1 hour 20 minutes. Right, so I'm going to make it another video. So my next video now is to make the to measure exactly the timing belt, make the toothed wheels. I'm going to remake this one as well, and make the new brackets for there. But what I can do now with this, because it's totally symmetrical, what I'll do is I will just mirror image it. So I'll just go like that, and go like that. Fingers crossed. Yep, there we go. Lost all its colours like, but that's where the other one's gone. At least it shows me where it's sitting. Shame about all the colours, isn't it? Never mind. But yeah, so the other one's going to go there like that, and like so. Yeah, I wonder if they're going to do something about colours. Mirrors. Right. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to leave it there, guys. We've made the new, where are we? Put that there. Bring that back. So we've got our new motors, which are these here. I've recolour coded the wires so they match something sensible for those. What's written there. We've modified it, so we've made the model. Like I say, those little resistors underneath don't really matter, they're playing a role. And yeah, can I zoom in? There we go. And then we've put it into the model. And so now the next bit is to redraw these timing belts and everything. So I'll do that in the next video. Catch you later, guys.